The National Boundary Commission says it has recorded significant progress in defining and demarcating interstate and international boundaries under President Bola Tinubu-led administration. The Director General of the Commission, Mr. Adamu Adaji, stated this while assessing the impact of President Tinubu's administration in boundary management in his first year in office. At the international level, the DG said that similar feats have been recorded in addressing boundary disputes between Nigeria and its neighbors. The NBC boss attributed the success so far recorded to the commitment of the Tinubu-led government in the pursuit of his 8-point agenda to renew the hope of citizens. On challenges, the DG said that boundary management was capital-intensive, adding that non-establishment of state and local government boundary committees in some of the states and local government councils was equally a challenge.
Within the last 1 year, we have advanced the course of the definition of about 15 interstate boundaries. We have had instances to carry out joint meetings of officials, some field investigations, and even attempted to demarcate some of these boundaries that have been resolved. For those that are yet to be resolved, we are engaging the parties to see how we can resolve them. And some of the resolution process may entail physical field exercises, going to trace the boundaries alongside with the people concerned, the parties concerned. We have the state boundary committees at the state level, the local government boundary committees at local government levels, and of course the affected communities. So we bring them together and work as a system to see how we can trace these boundaries and resolve some of the issues. So we have been able to advance the course of definition of boundaries of about 15 interstate boundaries. At the international level, we have advanced the course of the implementation of the rulings of the International Court of Justice on Nigeria-Cameroon. We have been able to place a total of about 500 more pillars. Previously, the Commission had in place about 1,200 pillars along the interstate boundary in strict adherence to the rulings of the International Court of Justice. In the last 1 year, we've been able to add more, about 500 more pillars. And the case of Nigeria and Niger, which is a very peaceful boundary, we've been able to jointly, in collaboration with our Nigerian counterpart, place more pillars to make the boundary more visible. Because this is a boundary that's about 1,500 kilometers in length that had only 148 pillars placed by the colonial masters. You can see 148 pillars covering a stretch of 1,500. So we've been able to place close to about 200 more intermediate pillars in between these main pillars. In fact, just last week, we went to sensitize the communities of Jigawa State in preparation for the emplacement of 40 more intermediate pillars along the Nigeria-Niger. For Nigeria-Benin, the boundary have been dormant, but in the last 1 year, we've been able to reactivate discussions with Benin Republic. We met and we have agreed to continue with the resolution process. I think in about a week or two time, we'll be going to Cotonou to inaugurate committees that we agreed should be constituted to now search for relevant documents to resolve the outstanding gray areas. We have gray sectors in the Ogun State sector, and of course the northern part where issues of the exactness of the instrument to use is still contested by the two countries. So we have been able to, at least the good thing, we have been able to activate discussions. We even had a kind of memorandum of understanding to create cross-border cooperation. The agreement to that effect has been signed by the two countries. In the case, it was something that was initiated last year, but just recently the two countries signed the agreement in other words, to formalize the promotion of cross-border cooperation. And to also drive that, we have been able to engage the Beninese counterpart in the promotion of cultural relationship, to revive the cultural engagement that should exist between these people. And with Ghana, we've also been able to at least reopen discussions towards defining our maritime boundaries. So we've been able to make some progress within the 1 year. And I think this is due to the commitment of the government in the pursuit of the point agenda of this government, renewed hope for the country. Largely, we'll credit the commitment of the government to promotion of enhanced security. And agencies like the National Boundary Commission, whose activities border on promotion of security, I think the government is supporting. We have improvement in our budget provision. Though we can't say it's enough, but then at least there was great improvement. And that has been able to spur us to carry out some activities that ordinarily will have taken longer time to carry out. So we have been, with that encouragement, and I think the states are also keen into this renewed hope agenda of the federal government. They are beginning to cooperate more and to give boundary activities priority attention. That is to say, we have more cooperation from them in terms of joint exercises on our common interstate boundaries.